Look at that. Hey guys, AJ here back on another one for you. So guys, I have a long list of videos about marriage and dating in Korea, Japan, and China, right? And guys, man, oh man, even though there are cultures that are still have this kind of traditional view of like dating and marriage, there's this tsunami of effinism that's crashed into all three of these countries, man.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
Clown world, right? And guys, Chinese men, Japanese men, Korean men, they aren't having it anymore, right? They are not having it, especially in Japan, right? All these guys are...
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore!
Guys, Japanese dudes, Korean dudes, they do not simp, man. Especially the Japanese. They would rather see their country die than marry some effeminist, right? But guys, here we have a case in China of this woman, right? She decided to divorce her husband and leave him, right? And right after they got divorced, he became a millionaire. So we'll get into this, guys. But before we do, like, subscribe, drop a comment, guys. I have a Discord. Check that out. I have a second channel called 50304. Check that out. Check out the playlist at the end. And guys, this is from China Unvarnished. So I'll drop the link to this video and this channel in the description, guys. Go over there and drop them a follow. And let's get into this.
2-year-old woman, influenced by toxic chicken soup philosophy
Look at that.
and encouraged by her bestie, decided to leave her husband, who earned 15,000 yuan a month, and fly away.
That's $2,000.
She thought she would meet a domineering CEO who would fall in love with her.
Clown world.
However, just after she divorced, her ex-husband's family underwent a relocation. And not only did he receive 2 million yuan in compensation, but he also got 5 properties as compensation.
Look at that.
Now the woman is crying and asking for a remarriage.
我这个人的性格也很好强，觉得我可以跟你一起啊，两个人是算什么？可以把这个家搞起来。
The woman had fallen in love with her ex-husband at first sight, and soon after marriage, they had a son. During her confinement period, the woman was drawn to her bestie's social media posts. She saw her bestie's colorful life, traveling the world with her rich husband.
Look at that.
People are most afraid of comparison. Comparing her bestie's luxurious life with her own, where she worried about daily expenses, made her resent her husband's monthly salary of only 15,000 yuan more and more.
There it is.
The woman was a housewife and didn't work outside. She confided in her bestie, complaining that 15,000 yuan wasn't enough for her monthly expenses. She didn't want to live such a humdrum life anymore. She also wanted poetry and distance, a luxury car, and a mansion. Seeing this, her bestie advised her to divorce while she was still young. With her stunning beauty, a domineering CEO would soon fall in love with her. After hearing her bestie's words, the woman thought it made sense, and after months of contemplation, the little fairy decided to divorce, regardless of her husband's pleading. She left custody of their child with her ex-husband.
Whoa, she left the kid behind too. Look at that. Man, look at that. Yikes.
You stupid woman!
Only asking for a small amount of living expenses to pursue her dreams. Half a year later, while the woman was still struggling to find a rich man, her ex-husband's life was getting better and better. He was promoted and became a boss, now dining out with their son every day, enjoying gourmet food. Without the burden of his wife, he was saving more and more money every month.
Funny how that
He
works.
couldn't even spend it all. At that time, the woman's home underwent a relocation, and she went back to her ex-husband to take the child. She went to her parents to claim her share of the relocation compensation, eventually receiving 500,000 yuan. Just when she was about to use this money to look for an outstanding man in high-end places, she suddenly found out that her ex-husband's family also had a relocation and received 2 million yuan,
Look at that.
along with 5 properties as compensation. She immediately called her bestie, hoping she could help figure out how to get half of her ex-husband's assets.
Look at that.
To her surprise, her bestie kicked her out, as her bestie's husband was now her ex-husband's main business partner.
Look at, guys, look at that!
After being kicked out, the woman cried to a mediator, asking him to help her get justice. When she returned home with the mediator, she suddenly discovered that the son she had taken back was about to jump off a building. Fortunately, it was discovered in time, and a tragedy was averted. She recalled how much she had cared for her son, so the child must be blaming his ex-husband. She cried to the mediator, saying her ex-husband was not a good man and had done many bad things.
Of course she did.
这么多年一直是含辛茹苦的带着他，然后呢，就是生活中的人所有的东西都是我一个人承担，这么多年带着小孩。
Boo-hoo. Guys, look at this. Here, let me move this so we can see all the subtitles here, guys. Look at this.
不管什么事情都是我来扛过来的，但是有一句话是这么说的，毕竟他也需要父亲，然后跟我朋友打了电话呢，然后跟我父母也打了电话，跟他也打了电话，但是我想扛过来一起跟这孩子一起来沟通一下嘛，他迟迟到现在都没见面。
Upon hearing this,
A battle axe sounds like a battle axe in any language.
mediator was also furious. How could a man be so bad? He immediately took the woman to her ex-husband's house to ask for an explanation. On the way, the woman said she wanted the child to have a father, so she planned to remarry her ex-husband. She asked the mediator not to handle the child's issue yet, but to mediate the remarriage first. That day, her ex-husband wasn't home as he lived in the city, and only his former parents-in-law were there. It was here that the mediator got a different perspective.
He said, you have no shame. You earned money and didn't come back. You're still smashing things at home, still cursing people. Her father was even driven to death by her. Damn. She says, you're really slandering me. You have no face, and even the neighbors. No, you have bad character. Now, is your son remarried? So they're yelling back and forth. Look at this, guys. Look at this. So this is Chinese for...
I'ma kill your bitch ass, bitch!
And then she said...
I'ma kill you, you fucking whore!
你真的是冤枉人的嘞！
不要脸，你这个不治那个我叫你当么子的先。
这个是儿子看没？
那你现在你儿子是又结婚了是吧？
结婚吧，我们不谈啥地方忙不头灯啊。
又娶了媳妇儿，然后这边生了孩子。
我有孩子，我这也知道。
又生了。
你调过来，你有资格逃。
我是说他的意思就是说希望他去看。
She's, of course, the lawyer is a chick. So the purpose of my visit today is for mediation is that she can request your son to visit their child from their past relationship.
看一下这个。
不要脸，先离，要离婚就先后分。
You have no shame. It was she who insisted on divorcing my son back then, and now she wants to remarry. Guys, old Chinese grandma said,
You tell her she's a goddamn whore.
你才脑子不理解，再打大一声。
The mother-in-law angrily accused the woman, saying, "It was you who cried and demanded a divorce back then. Now that your son has become successful and has a new family, you come back crying and asking for reconciliation." During the heated exchange between the mother-in-law and the woman, the mediator called the ex-husband. Over the phone, the ex-husband said that the matter couldn't be settled over the phone and suggested meeting with the mediator in person.
Why would he even
He
do
repeatedly asked not to bring his ex-wife, as he now had a new family and didn't want this woman to disrupt their family harmony. However, when the ex-husband arrived at the agreed location, he found that the mediator had brought his ex-wife with
him. Do you see her hands in the door? Her hands in the window? Look at that, guys. And guys, he had already got his money and moved on, guys.
City boy! City boy!
You know what I'm saying?
As soon as the ex-wife saw her ex-husband, she grabbed the car door and wouldn't let him leave.
Look at that.
She then began to cry and complain about her grievances, and logically, she demanded to reconcile.
Please!
When she was rejected, the ex-wife became agitated,
Of course she did.
angrily accusing her ex-husband of being unreasonable and cold-hearted. The ex-husband told the mediator that this wasn't the first time this had happened. Ever since his promotion and salary increase, his ex-wife had been bothering him every few days, and it had severely impacted his life.
Look at that.
Upon hearing this, the ex-wife angrily said that if they didn't reconcile, she would make their child sever ties with him, and he would never see the child again. After hearing—
Now guys, hold on. Let's pump the brakes. Guys, if you had a bunch of money and you were doing good, and this chick, she was making your life a living hell, guys, what would you do? Guys, I'd write the little bastard off. I'd be like, yep. They'd be like, AJ, I thought you had another son. I'm like, who? Because it's not worth it, right? This guy's trying to move on. He has a family, right? And this chick is going to do everything in her power to use that kid against him and make his life a living hell, man. You know what I'm saying? She can't be happy, so she's going to make sure everyone else is miserable, right?
Just like a woman.
Hearing this, the mediator felt something wasn't right. The ex-husband then asked the mediator to leave the ex-wife and meet with him alone.
不让我探视，知道吧？
是他不让你探视啊？
He said, it's her who never lets me see the child. Is she the one stopping you from seeing the child? He says, she told us that you've never been willing to see the child. So, of course, she makes him out to be the bad guy, right?
Just like a woman.
他说的是你从来不去看哎。
唉，别看我这胸上面。
He says, she's lying. I went to see my child and found many bruises on him. Sometimes when the child misbehaves, she hits him. She says, is your ex-wife the type to lose her temper? You think? Are you serious?
好不是，孩子就是说有时候不听话啊。
他会打。哎，他这个人的性格是很暴躁那种。
是的。
那他
自己跳楼的，跳得好的直接跳。是的。
Dang, she even tried to get the kid to jump off a building. Guys, look at that. Guys, they say men are bad. Guys, women are worse, right? They'll be so mad at a father, at their ex, that the father, their kid, that they'll try and get the kid to delete themselves. Clown world.
情绪很容易极端。
太极端了。
但是我觉得你对他应该还是有感情的。
The mediator was somewhat skeptical about the ex-husband's words.
Of course she was, because she's a woman!
However, when she visited the ex-wife's home, she found the ex-wife angrily yelling at her own mother.
Why do you always start by cursing people? No matter how wrong I am, I'm your mother. And you actually told me to leave. Hey guys, you know what else, dude? Pump the brakes. This is in China, where they're supposed to be like very traditional, respectful towards their parents. Guys, this is the insidiousness of this Western effness.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
Foolishness, right? Look at that, man. Disrespectful.
我马上就过完，我还没走，我你是发生这个事吗？我是还没走，你发生这个事。
What a mess.
我的事情我干了，我的事情不需要你给我，你要什么资格跟我？
It turned out that when the mother found out the woman was trying to reconcile with her ex-husband, she came to persuade her. The mother said, "Since you were the one who cried and asked for a divorce, don't come back looking for a second chance.
There you go.
Besides, the other party already has a new family."
Yep.
These 3 sentences infuriated the woman.
Of course it did.
She felt that her mother was turning against her. She then lashed out at her. In the final mediation session, unexpectedly, the woman started arguing with the mediator again, and in the end, the matter ended without resolution.
他给你看了，他打人的就没停止，晓得呗？
你对孩子管教会非常严格。
没有。
有人打不打了？
你明天可以问孩子，我自己带了这么多11岁的孩子，你说打？
What an evil human being, man. Guys, the very idea that she would leave her husband because she was trying to say he's a bum, and then he gets some money, and then feels so entitled that she thinks that he should just take her back, and has a nerve to get mad when he doesn't do it. Think about how insane that is.
后面肯定是打过的，我会尽量的去尽我的能力，因为他毕竟是我身上的一块肉，我就会好好的去跟他。
你敢的，你可以跟他沟通。
Blah 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 blah. So guys, let's see the end here.
Stop interfering, and the matter ended with no resolution. However, it seems that the woman's desire to reconcile with her ex-husband will never be realized.
Good.
After reading this story, I believe many people will have different opinions.
How?
She chose to divorce in pursuit of a better life and wealth. There is no right or wrong in that decision.
Oh, get out of here!
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
You don't leave your spouse and your child for no reason. You can make a better life with your husband or whatever. Guys, this is the modern woman. And whoever said that, you are an idiot. There's no right and wrong of that decision. You made a family and it's just fine that she just leaves.
Who doesn't want to live a better life? However, the problem lies in the fact that in her pursuit of self-fulfillment, she neglected the responsibilities and commitments that should come with marriage. When she looked at her future life through idealistic lenses, she didn't realize that the partner who once supported her and fought alongside her was her most precious asset. She may have never thought that the so-called freedom after leaving her ex-husband brought her emotional emptiness and estrangement from her family. On the other hand, her ex-husband, who was once seen as a regular man, stable in income and living a plain life, showed his strength after letting go. After losing his wife, he regained his career and now has a new family and new responsibilities. Perhaps it's this resilience and sense of responsibility that allowed him to emerge from his predicament.
Or perhaps it was this ball and chain here weighing him down, right, guys? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
The ex-wife's request for reconciliation may stem from dissatisfaction with her current life, but she didn't realize that the choice she made to leave was irreversible.
Just like
the rift between...
Right? Just like women do, right? So, all right, you guys. Guys, let me know what you guys think, right? Actually, look at the comments here. Someone says, if he became the millionaire after the divorce, maybe she was the problem. Someone says the man didn't dodge a bullet, he dodged an atomic bomb. Someone says the audacity of her to think that's his duty to remarry her. Someone says she divorced just because her bestie said so. Someone says 15,000 yuan a month in China is a very nice salary. Someone said stunning beauty, joke of the year. Someone says what stunning beauty. Look at that. Come on, man. Come on. Someone says the mediator was also an issue. Yep. So, all right, so you guys, this is AJ. I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, and guys, I'm out of here. Have a good one.